Here's an example of how USCIS is using its powers to assist law enforcement to convict individuals. In this particular case, this man, a 31-year-old Indian man who had been living in Florida, was found guilty by a jury for conspiracy to commit wire fraud, which means that he and others schemed, planned something to defraud individuals either on the internet, the telephone, or through the mail. The jury found him guilty, but the court acquitted him. And then the government, the federal government, appealed that decision. While he was there going through his federal conspiracy charge, in comes USCIS now, who said, oh, we have information on him actually. If you couldn't get him one way, we're going to help you to get him another way. He had actually committed immigration fraud. He traveled to Connecticut to marry a woman who he had never met. And after marrying her, he schemed to create circumstances to make it appear that he was abused in that marriage by this woman who he had never met. He went as far as paying for insurance policies in the name of the lady who he claimed to be his wife. He also ordered magazines in her name to come to the address to make it appear that they're living together. He then even went as far as going to the urgent care and complaining about the abuse that he suffered in his marriage. To make a long story short, USCIS found out about the entire thing. Now this information about fraud in a marriage case intersected with what the federal government is trying to do with convicting him. Again, the federal government was unsuccessful in getting the conviction related to the wire fraud, and so now they were successful in getting the conviction for submitting a false statement of material fact on an immigration application. This is how USCIS is using the information that it has on individuals who had committed fraud in their application. They're literally now saying, here's a fraud case, let's get this person convicted under the immigration law.